Hey guys, what's up? It's Cal. I'm a cosplay channel. But, as some of you guys know, I'm heavy into K-pop too. So, today's just gonna be a video about my experience with the Monsta X San Francisco Beautiful World Tour, which happened yesterday, technically 2 days ago. Alright, so first things first. Here is a picture of my outfit that I wore that day. And ignore me if I'm looking down at my phone, I have everything written down. But let's start off with the concert itself. So we got there around 2 p.m. I was with my friend, Marlena. Hey, if you're watching this, girl. And it was very crowded already. There were hundreds of people there. And I went with a friend to go line up. I also found my friends Jay and Lynn. And we met through a group from Twitter. Hey, if you're watching this, you guys are cool. First exciting thing that happened when we lined up and all was when Monsta X pulled up to the venue. It was a black van with tinted windows, so we weren't able to see that well, but fans were screaming because the P3 through P5 line was down the street and they saw the van and everyone started screaming. I thought someone was dying. So they went past us and stopped around the corner, and then that's when people saw them very well. I didn't get pictures of it because I was sitting down, so we kept on waiting and stuff. They were passing out wristbands, and this was my P1 wristband that I had to take off because I had work today. So we waited in line until 6 p.m. That's when they started announcing stuff and things about will call, because I had will call tickets. So did my friend. And so people started going into the little security checkpoint to get their tickets. Like, nobody announced this, but we sneaked through, and then we got our tickets, and I actually have it right here to show you guys. I don't need to cover up the barcodes because it's already done, but here is my ticket. I'm keeping this forever, of course. And so my ultimate bias is Wonho. My ultimate group is Monsta X. And so, you know what I get. I got a slogan, thanks for the fan site that sold this to me. Your stuff is really pretty. Wonho is like my baby. Thank you so much. I'll post your Twitter name here. Go check them out, guys. Oh yeah, and it also came with this lovely Wonho that I will treasure forever. Until he comes back, then I'll cry again. Anyway, we started to go in, and for those of you who don't know, people started to line up like the night before because, you know, crazy fans want to be at the barricade, and they had purple wristbands, so they let those people in first, and I was probably like the 5th to go in after the purple wristbanded people, so I went in, and I tried not to run or else I'd get kicked out, and I bolted inside. And lo and behold, I'm second row and almost touching barricade, which was really, really cool. Alright, so there are a couple times when I thought that people were gonna come out and like announce that the show was gonna start, but no, they completely surprised us. We had a delay because of staff issues and all of that. I'm not gonna go into that. That's for them to keep to themselves. It started off with their intro and Beautiful and all the songs from the set list. And I, of course, will post clips at the end because I want to explain everything thoroughly first. First major thing that happened was Minhyuk. He was my bias wrecker. Yes. He did so many things to my poor little heart. It was great. I shall insert a clip here of Minhyuk just literally coming up to me. lovely clip. And he did this to me many times, even though I wasn't filming at times and stuff. But all was well. He stole my heart that night. But Wonho was still in my top 5, so don't get your hopes up. Also, something that Minhyuk did was, during the talks and stuff, he always just made eye contact with people and waved to them. And I was one of those lucky people that he kept on waving to and making eye contact with. Like, it happened so many times. It was at least 2 minutes of the entire show that he just looked at me. It was crazy. In the beginning of the concert, I did get noticed by Shonu a little bit, and then as it progressed on, he didn't come to my side, which was the left side anymore. Third person I'm going to talk about was Joohyun. Ooh, that boy. He slayed. He was such a playboy, and he was adorable. And he worked so hard, and I'm proud of him. Something that really touched my heart, and one of my favorite things I love to tell, is the fact that during one of the talks near the end, probably the second to last talk that Monsta X did, he wasn't talking, he was just staring into like the audience and all, because it wasn't his turn to talk. And he looked towards my direction, and I just gave him a fighting symbol, the heart symbol, you know, that symbol. And he smiled, and then, as you know, I can't really stare at people. I'm socially awkward. He nodded at me, I smiled, he chuckled, and I started to blush. And then, this gets me every time. I missed him so much right now. And I looked back up, he kept on smiling at me, and it was really sweet. And I had to look away or else I was literally gonna cry. And I did tear up and almost cry during Broken Heart. That song touched so hard. Speaking of which, moving on, Kihyun, we had a little bit of interaction, which was really nice. But during Broken Heart, I'm pretty sure that Kihyun was staring into my direction, and like I was making the hand motions and like singing along because I'm a hardcore monbebe. But we were pretty much singing to each other, and that was pretty much the sweetest thing that anybody has ever done to me. Wonho. Let's talk about my baby. Alright. We interacted quite a bit. He waved at me, made eye contact, all of that. He didn't do that much fan service, even though during From Zero his abs were on point. Yes! But that's pretty much all I have to say about Wonho. I mean, there was nothing too special. I mean, I'm really, really glad that he did come to the left side a lot. There was a decent amount of interaction. I loved it. But the boys did amazing. And I love them so much. But now it's time for High Touch. High Touch. High Touch was beautiful. The order went Kihyun, Wonho, Shonu, IM, Joohyun, and Minhyuk. So I recorded High Touch. Let me insert a clip right here. Welcome back. First up was Kihyun. I literally held his hand. I forgot that it was High Touch. I held his hand and said, "You are beautiful." And he started blushing, and I felt warm inside. I made him blush. And then came my love, Wonho. As I remember grabbing his hand as well, because I forgot that it was High Touch. I thought it was just a handshake. And I said, "I love you so much." And then he started blushing and nodded, and then he mumbled something like "thank you" or "I know" or something like that. And when I was reaching out to grab his hand, I tried to intertwine my fingers with him and it got stuck, and then it was really cute. Okay, then it was IM. I held up the line a little bit, and so security was all like, "This is just a High Touch, move along." And then by that point I was kind of distracted because I just met Wonho. And I just high-fived Changkyun, and then I realized that I was still doing High Touch, and so Shonu was next. I just said "thank you" or something along those lines, and he looked so soft. Like, all of their hands were so soft, and they smelled good. I'll get to more about that in the photo op, but they smelled and felt so good. I was at Joohyun, and he just kind of had his hand like this. Not really this, just this. And so I completely just said, yeah, and high-fived him. And then lastly was Min-hyuk, the man that stole my heart. I heard his voice. It was kind of high-pitched, and it was so beautiful. I made eye contact with him, and I said, you did great tonight. You are very beautiful. And then I also kind of made him blush, and he said, thank you, and like bowed. And it was really, really sweet. I loved it so much. High touch was alright. I wish that I could have said more because it was my first high touch. Now moving along to photo op. For photo op, I was the last group, so that means I didn't exactly have 20 people. I was with my meme baby squad for photo op, and we waited in the back of the line along with a few other girls that were there. It was supposed to be with 14 people, but then 3 of the girls waited behind, and then it turned into like 17 or 18, something like that, but it was really still worth it. The staff was kind of rude. This is where I'm going to start complaining. The staff was rude at the end. They were treating us like children, and they were saying like, if none of you go, then you guys will get a photo. And they started counting down. It was anxious, but I felt invisible, and so I was kind of stuck between going into the group and going out of the group. So I got to luckily stay with my friends, and then I just was shaking. We headed down the stairs to get ready for photo op, and then I saw them, and it was beautiful. And then after everybody left, I tilted my head down the stairs to look at them, and then I waved. Wonho looked at me and also waved back. We didn't make eye contact though, so did Ki-hyun. I think the order went right to left like this, but it was Ki-hyun, Wonho, IM, Shonu, Joohyun, and Hyuk. At least that's what I think. We won't know until the photos come out. I went straight to Wonho, and I almost got cut out. I was like, hey, can I squeeze through here? And I squeezed through, and I popped in front of him. I'm like, hi, Wonho. And one of my friends handed him a fidget spinner, and then I said, hey, I have a gift for you too. And so that's when I gave him the other half of this drawing that I did. We have matching halves now. I love it so much. And then he took it, admired it, and said, very nice, and thank you so much. And after that, I don't know where he put the gifts, probably in his pocket or something. I said, you guys did amazing tonight. And he said, thank you, and smiled at me. And then we stared at each other for a couple seconds before getting into our poses. So I remember him putting his hand on my shoulder. And then I was like low-key freaking out inside. I tried to remain calm. And then that's when I wanted to ask him to make a heart with me, but it was too late because Powerhouse was already taking the photo. And so he did something like this with the ego. And then so with my left hand, I did this. With the right hand, I just put it to my side and leaned towards him. It was so sweet. I can't. He smelled good, and my hair smelled like him for a good like 20 minutes afterwards. I don't know how. They smelled so good though. And yet again, his hands were so soft. I'm in love. So they proceeded to take a second photo. And so what I did, I wrapped my right arm around his waist, and ooh, boy, he thick. But I did that, and photos were done being taken. And so it was time to go. So I took my time to say goodbye to him. And I literally just went straight in for the hug. We half hugged before security started like pushing them and us. And I'm still kind of pissed about that because a lot of my friends are pissed that they mistreated Monsta X. But anyway, on the way out, I walked past Shonu and said, thank you for tonight. And I remember we stared at each other for a good couple seconds before walking away because staff kind of had to rush us out. On the way out, Min-hyuk was the last one, as I said. I said, thank you so much, I will miss you. And he bowed and waved, and it was really cute, and I got to hear his sweet voice again. And then I went out, tried to find my friend. I was literally shaking, and I found my friend, I hugged her, and then pretty much that was the concert. When I got out, it was like pretty much 12 a.m. in San Francisco, in the worst part of town that you can be in. But I didn't care. I just met one hoe, and everything was all good. That was my experience in a nutshell. I woke up this morning and I started crying because I miss them so much. But I know what you guys are waiting for. Without further ado, come on, here, take my fan cams, please. just wanted to say, if you watched this all the way through, thank you so much for watching. I promise new cosplay videos will come out, and if you guys really want me to do story times about my life, cosplay, anything, or more concert videos like this, let me know, because I will be happy to. Or if you want me to talk about K-pop, I will be happy to. Just tell me in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe, it helps my channel out a lot. Thank you, Beans, so much, and I will see you in the next one.